Okay, it's working. Okay, so today I'm gonna try streaming at a lower bitrate to see if my Twitch works, because I was streaming at 10,000 bitrate and it seems that Twitch doesn't like that. Okay, I think it looks okay. Alright, so today we are going to push this environment as much as possible. I'm going to be a little bit more rough with the details, because I want to finish this room and also the outside, which I already have made. I have like a bunch of very cool details like this. I want to add outside, make the entrance, and yeah, focus on the implementing the mechanics I got and see if I can come up with something interesting. Okay. What I want to do now is to parent. This creature is so cool. Is to parent all of this stuff I have to a center mesh, so we can copy it and rotate, so we can match it everywhere, and then we can modify it so it doesn't look the same on all these catwalks. I'm gonna hide everything that I don't need. Everything that I don't need, and we will try to parent this. What is this? Light importance volume. Not sure what that does. But it's probably very important. I got so many post-process volumes and stuff. I really want to clean, organize that a little bit. Okay, let's see. Hey, how's it going? These slides, we can probably also hide them for now, just to make the selection a little bit easier. And I want to grab all of these. This is gonna be the whole thing. Before that, I also want to create a little box so we can use it as a parent. Go in here, modeling, model, create box. We're gonna put it right there in the center. I'm gonna copy this location, paste that location, reset the rotation, that's good. I'm gonna keep it on 0. Or actually, even better, we can try to match this rotation so it's aligned. With the center. I'm gonna rename this in the outliner center bridge pivot, something like that. Then I'm going to hide that. Copy the name of this thing, hide it, and the idea is to parent all of this there. Let's see if we can make this selection. Okay. There is a that thing. Okay, nice. So I want to right click, attach to, paste the name, and attach to the center bridge pivot. Okay, then I want to find that, and I want to select the things that I'm missing, and do it again, attach to, center bridge pivot. Then we can again hide it and do it one more time to get the assets that we are missing. 1, 2, 3. Attach to center bridge pivot. We hide everything, and I'm probably missing a couple more. Double check wireframe. Maybe not the best way to look at this. Yep, we are missing this piece. And I think that's it. Yeah, I think we got it. Right click, attach to, center bridge pivot. We unhide it. Control H, Alt 4 to lit mode, and then we got everything parented here. Let's see if actually we got everything. Now we can rotate, and we are missing little single piece here. So I'm going to go back on 45, hide the parent, which will hide everything, and try to get this little tiny piece that I missed. And I believe we got everything else. That's awesome. It moves super easily because it's parented to one single object. And it does not need to calculate all the transform locations for every single mesh, but only for one. Okay, we're gonna bring it back. Now I wanna check. Yep, I think we got it. That's awesome. Now we are going to try to duplicate this. I don't want to merge it because I do want to modify each individual piece one by one, because I feel like it's going to be too noisy. It's gonna be too much stuff. So I think this is a good plan. Let's go control. Does it work like this? Control C, Control V? It's just gonna copy the little box. So we need to do a right click on the parent, select in immediate children. It's gonna select every single thing there, and including the parent. Now we go Control C, Control V. Is gonna copy everything to center bridge number 2. Now we can grab that and we can try to snap it or just move it freely so we can get it into our second catwalk. Nice. This is gonna look crazy. Okay, and we're gonna just push it right here. I appreciate the follow. Hopefully the stream is looking okay. I was trying to go on use 10,000 bitrate, and it seems like Twitch doesn't like that. So I went back to 6,000 bitrate, which was recommended by a viewer. By this nickname was Serbian revolutionary leader who led the fight against Ottoman Empire during the first Serbian uprising. He held the title of Grand Leader of Serbia from 14 February 1804 to 3 of October 1813. That's cool. Actually, one of my first bosses was Serbian Moldovan. One of my first, the first independent studio I worked for. Very cool guy. I wish he's doing well, and I really want to see how his game is going. He's also working on a sci-fi super awesome game. Oops. Nope, we don't want to copy that one. This is gonna be crazy. And thankfully we have everything separated so we can like modify it, because there's gonna be a lot of intersection like this. This technique is very interesting, to be honest, like parenting things to one object and copying that parent, including the immediate children. I think it's a very cool way, instead of just merging everything, because that way now I can jump in and start modifying and randomizing a little bit these things. So we're gonna do it again by going to center bridge pivot 2, right click, select immediate children, Control C, Control V. We select this one and we're gonna rotate it again. Whoop. This is so nice. If you try to move all these assets without a group, without grouping them, or without using a parent, it's gonna be a mess. It's gonna be very hard on your computer. So this technique is very awesome when you're trying to move like a lot of assets together. I really like that. So we're gonna do the same thing a couple more times. Select immediate children, Control C, Control V. Right click on pivot number 4, select immediate children, and we're gonna rotate again. And the good thing about parenting to one object is that you can decide where that object is going to be, and you can basically choose the pivot point from where you want to rotate. So it's very nice to snap things together. Okay, I think that's kind of cool. Maybe a little bit less. In that case, we select here and we can tweak the rotation with the numbers, and I believe maybe 0.5, 35.1, that was too much, 9, maybe 36.1, that's nice, awesome. This is gonna look super crazy. And we might need to make it a little bit less. Looking awesome since I checked in. How is the player camera look going under the pipes? Is this the main intersection? The main intersection. We can add more stuff in here. I'm not sure what you mean by the main intersection. This is this room is planned to be the latest room. It's gonna be the last room of the level. So the thing starts here. It starts here. Well, actually it starts outside. We're gonna have like a military kind of like a post here guarding this energy facility, and we're gonna have a bunch of details like that I already have in another level. I'm gonna just bring them over, and then it goes through like a lot of rooms. Then it goes into the research lab, which this is the entrance, like all kind of taken over by this alien biomass. And from here we go down to the elevator right here, and there's a bunch of other rooms. We go down here, and this is the cryo chamber room right here. That's going to be the first level. Let's see how. This is insane. Oh my god, I can't believe how much detail this has. Let's get some lights so I can see what's going on. Then I'm gonna light this up very nicely. I think it's gonna be a little bit too much, so we can really bring it modified so it's a little less. That's crazy. That's this is too much. Oh wow. It feels very empty in here. That's crazy. Oh yeah, that's too noisy. Well. And we need more cable variation. Oh my god, this room is gonna look so nice. But it's okay, let's just keep on going. we're gonna get a little bit more of this, and then we can probably clean it up, modify it. Okay, let's get the next one. Awesome. It's crazy how much detail I'm going for. The research facility, let's unload it and hide it so we can have a little bit more. More memory to work on this. Oh no, I just need to move the pivot, okay. The pivot mesh. Great. I'm gonna get a little bit more here. Okay, 3 more. Just gonna save, just in case. Okay. Piece number 8. Gonna move it here. And push it somewhere around there. Like this. That's good enough. Piece number 9. Nice. That's nice. Okay, last piece. Piece number 10. Perfect. Awesome. Oh, let's see how this looks. Let's save that bunch of stuff. And we're gonna keep adding pipes to the sides, to the roof. Then we can modify a little bit, add some cover pieces here, and then we can add some biomass. Yeah. Where they all connect in the middle, there's a center piece. They go into this thing. This is like the generator kind of thing. Everything goes there. Kind of like not so sweet, but Jesus, that's some crazy stuff. I mean, wow, this is why I like Unreal Engine. Look at this craziness right here. Oh my god. Oh. That's crazy. And we can push it even more. Let's let it breathe for a second. Yes, now we can get 45, almost 50. And we got a bunch of, let's see, are we getting frame drops? It's going down to 30. Kinda, okay, we got a frame drop right there. Probably because I'm activating the abilities. Yeah, the camera needs to be a little bit further away. Yeah, lighting is not... There's no lighting yet. So I think that's the next thing. Oh, you're getting 20 frames per second. That's not good. It jumps back to 45. Yeah. Those are electric bullets. I think it's a good time to actually think a little bit about lighting. So what we're going to do is oh my god, this is crazy. Like, I've never done an environment so fucking dense in geometry. That's crazy. Oh my god. Oh. Okay, just want to make sure that I'm not selecting anything strange. There's this fog that I don't want to select. I'm gonna just push it out for a second, somewhere here, so it does not get in the way. Yeah, I changed the bitrate. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I was going to ask you, like, you told me that you were streaming yesterday. You stream on this account? Twitch emojis. Okay, nice. Where's my Twitch? Yeah, I'm just gonna have it there to make sure that it's working. Planet Quack Quack, nice. Yeah, I wanna check that out. Right now, I'm going to work a little bit on the lighting, so let's just delete all the lights. Okay, nice. Now we are back to 0. Perfect. First, I'm gonna add the green lights for the cryo chambers, since this is going to be the kind of like protagonist of the scene here. Unfortunately, these are merged, so I cannot really find the center for them. I kind of need to do it one by one. But then we can adjust based on color with the light mixer. I do have over 1,000 videos on my YouTube. Oh, nice. It's the same name? Shrill Dog? Yeah, I was talking to one friend yesterday, and he has this super awesome idea for a very small game, and he was asking me to build a model for him. So that'll be awesome. But I'm not gonna do it on live stream, because we want to keep it kind of like, since it's gonna be like a very short game, we want to keep the magic until the thing is finished. You can find it with that name. Awesome. Let's look it up. Oh, that's not the one. Oh, I was looking at this okay, I found a dog. Shrill Dog 41.99. I believe this is one. This is the one. Oh wow. Oh, is oh nice. You have a VTuber model. That's very cool. That's nice. Oh wow, is that the latest mech game? I should have played the early thing. That's awesome. Well, I got you there. I love mech games. The latest game I played was the how do you call it? The Konami game, Armored Core 6. I really like that one. Nice. Two masters? Wow. That's awesome. There was this other game that I was um, watching a video about mechs, and unfortunately it got cancelled or just closed down. It was made by the guys of the War of Tanks, like this super popular tank game, but it had no marketing. It was just kind of like very strange. And I heard this YouTuber saying that the game was better on the early access than the actual release for some reason. Very strange project. I don't really know what happened with it, but it looked very nice. Nice. Grandmaster. Yeah, there's this other mech game where you get to kind of like it's like a mech simulator where you get to like kind of like turn on and off like a lot of switches, and like you get to actually like, you know, you you have like a lot of control over the thing. I'm so bad with names. But I think that's in early access, or it's being worked on. And there's this other game that looks like PlayStation 2, and it's like some kind of like survival dystopian sci-fi game, but it feels like some kind of like Metal Gear Solid 2 graphics, and it's super nice. Like, it looks super awesome, and it's made by a small indie team, and it's gonna be like permanent death. So if you die, you just die like forever. You need to start again, like kind of like hardcore World of Warcraft. And the thing is that the world will remember what you did in your past character, and it's just gonna like build on top of what you did before. So it's kind of like very very complex. I really hope to see that game come out. Dark Black something. Yeah, I think I have the video in my history. I was looking at it like a couple of days ago. Yeah, that's crazy. Like, you know, like big budget games that just get shut down. Okay, I believe we have all the cryo chamber lights. Now, I'm not sure if I can pattern a blueprint, duplicate it in a pattern with the modeling tools, but that would be awesome. Let's see if I can get a get some light. Somewhere here. want to try using the list. The fewer lights possible. So yeah, this is off topic, but the thing is that we have a bunny, and we thought it was a female bunny, and one friend had another bunny, and it started eating its fridge electricity cables and so on. It was making a mess, and he told me, "Hey, since you have like a nice backyard and you have enough space for another bunny, would you like to adopt this bunny I have?" And I was like, "Yeah, but are you sure it is a female?" And he was like, "Yeah, it's a female. That's what what they told us in the veterinary." And well, we adopted that bunny, and it turns out that the bunny I had before was a male. So guess what? I got 4 new bunnies running around. Yeah. So the thing is that one of them the things that one of them doesn't come out much. I saw him like yesterday, but it's very strange because the other 3 bunnies, they run around the backyard, but that other one, it doesn't do it. So I'm kind of afraid that something happened to it. I read that they're very delicate when they're small. Hey! The crazy thing is that is the mech I am maining right now. They say in underperforming needs buff, and I'm pretty close being immortal with the mech. Oh, so they're gonna buff it? You're gonna be even better with it? That's nice. Hey, J-Dog, how's it going? That's always nice. Yeah, I was I like playing this Pokemon Pocket card game on mobile, and I was doing so bad in ranked with the new expansion, and then I realized I found this new deck that it doesn't use any of the new cards, and it's just amazing. Like, I've been winning so much with it, trying to get to Master Ball, which is like the latest rank. I'm in Ultra Ball now, but I'm very happy with this deck. It's electricity deck. Okay, cool. Let's see how this looks. The only problem is getting hit by the melee type mech. Nice. That's awesome. I definitely need to try that game out. Oh, we have 2 lights here? Huh. Okay, now I'm going to be more careful with the lighting. This one I want to make it a little bit smaller. Crazy attenuation radiuses. That's awesome. With megalights you can really do this. Before megalights, that was terrible. You cannot really intersect the attenuation radiuses of your lights. It was just terrible. Yeah, I think high attenuation radius but low intensity is kind of like gives a nice look. Wow, that's starting to look very interesting. Let's see. Without megalights, you do have to do magic so the lights don't overlap. Yeah, yeah. Before megalights, oh my god! Like, how do you get good lighting? Like, you needed to be like some kind of wizard. To get good lighting. And imagine during the baked lighting days, oh my god, that was the most difficult. Being like a lighting artist in those days, that was some crazy stuff. And lighting is probably one of the most important aspects. So things look very nice. You can really just make or break your scene with lighting. You can make the ugly meshes look beautiful with lighting, or make the most beautiful meshes terrible with bad lighting. It's just very, very important. Definitely something I want to get better at. Okay, let's make this a little bit smaller. This is crazy, like, oh my god, so much stuff. If I make this run at 60, I will be so proud. You can have bad models and the lighting makes them good. Yeah, definitely. Like, you can hide so much stuff. Okay, the idea is not to burn anything, to overexpose anything. And then I need to find the sweet spot with the post-process volumes and everything. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Do we have new assets? Oh, we got new assets. Hey. Oh. Dungeons, medieval sewer dungeon. Damn. Let's make it sci-fi. Let's get this thing and just make it a sci-fi. Ooh, I love sewers. This is so cool. We can turn this into a sci-fi sewer. $20, very good. Very beautiful. Oh wow, little things. Oh, that's always nice. Looks very low poly optimized. Oh, beautiful right there. That's super awesome. Okay. We got a mech dog. Okay. Kind of cool. I will definitely. Hey, I just signed in. What's going on? And we got some beautiful rocky cliffs. Yeah, kind of cool. Nice sand materials. Optimized. Hey, how's it going? I'm working on this room right now. I'm making the lighting a little bit nicer. And I'm trying to... Hey, how's it going? And I'm trying to light this up in a very nice way. I'm starting with like a couple of lights here. And then we're gonna add fluorescent lights and see how this looks. Yeah, I really wanna see how far can I push this environment, especially this room. if I make this run at 60, dude, I'll be awesome. Not sure if I will be able to, because this has water, glass, and just too much. Good thing these are not merged, so I can go and individually modify them and make them a little bit different and clean them up so it's a little bit less noisy. And I think that's gonna be very cool. I got a few sewer assets, but I think that one trumps them out. It trumps them all. Nice. I asked you a few days back about ongoing live stream and how successful it is for me. You encouraged me and I started to go live streams because of you. Oh, that's awesome. Are you streaming on this account? I'll definitely follow you. Yeah, try to do YouTube vertical. It's a great way to get new viewers and people interested in your horizontal streams. Just cause YouTube pushes vertical content a lot, I get like a lot more views in there, which is just a bunch of people just scrolling by, but once in a while you get people interested in the stream. And some of these people go into the horizontal stream, which is nice. Let's make this one. Trying not to overexpose things. I want to keep that kind of like darkness going on. Nice. Let me see if I can I think oh, I always get confused. It's the other one. How is it? Mustafa. Aiden Mustafa. I guess this one? Or is it the other one? I see some games here. I believe maybe this one. Live streaming, I have a lot of technical details and I'm streaming Flutter development videos. Hola, hola, Salparius. Adam Mustafa. Yeah, probably this is not the one, right? Oh, so many YouTube channels with the same name. What is going on here? Well, I have a Discord. If you want to link it there, I can follow you there. Yeah, that I thought you were not that YouTube channel. Oh, that's funny. All right, now we're getting something more interesting. Okay, I want another light down here. That would be very nice around here. Kind of cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna take it easy and have fun with it. Try not to get caught in details, just kind of like let it flow and see if I can push the environment a little bit faster, because there's a lot more to do, and I want to see how much is this going to be once built. I made a build before this room, and it was like 6.5 gigabytes. So if I can keep it under 10, that'll be amazing. For the demo. Don't want to make it too heavy, so it's a little bit more accessible. Sometimes people don't have much space in their hard drives. And also, let's see if we can actually light up the water somehow. Oh, let's go down somewhere here. Yeah, that'll be awesome. How can we light this up? The problem with these floating lights is that it would be nice to make them like exist in the level, so it's just not like an invisible floating light. That's kind of cool. This deadly water here. Okay, I'm trying to go one yes, one no. Something like that. Hey Ninja! I'm doing great. I went and did the little trick. Remember the parenting trick I showed you? Kind of like I got all this bridge parented to one cube, and the cube I placed it right in the center, and then I rotated that cube, so now we have crazy amount of bridges on every single direction. And the cool thing is that I can just come here and modify each single piece as I would like to. So we can clean them off, take some of these cables off because they're a little bit too repetitive and too noisy, meaning that it's too much detail, too much clutter. So Yeah, I'm pretty happy. Now I'm working a little bit on the lighting, and I will keep doing the radial symmetry trick for the pipes on the walls. I'm gonna get some cover props, and I'm going to get some biomass going on the environment. If I make this run, brought everything in and no lag. Nice, brought everything in. Do you mean like how performance is, or or are you talking about something else? Performance is not so sweet, but let's see how can we make it better. Getting around 40 to 50, but when I start fighting and using abilities, it gets down a little bit. But it's kind of crazy to actually be getting this in editor. And next is gonna be fluorescent lights. Look at this little egg I made yesterday. Oh no! Change the color of the electricity for something more yellow, bluish white. And the fun thing is that bullets don't go through water. We need to change the collision channel. They don't go through, but enemies do. It's kind of funny. I really like the water, how it looks. So nice. We got some yellow reflection, green reflection. No, I mean you did. I'm trying to drag all those meshes in lag the editor bad. Yeah, that's why the parenting trick is so awesome, cause you are not moving all the meshes at the same time, so Unreal is not calculating each individual mesh location, but it's just calculating the parent location, so it's way more smooth. Once done, when you walk in the room, the game will crash. Most likely, yeah. Does the lighting too dark, or is it my screen? It is pitch black. Yeah, I cannot see anything here. Absolutely, yeah. It is too dark. But I wanted to delete all the lights and start putting one by one, so we don't get confused with lights that are too bright. So I'm gonna keep adding lights little by little until we get like a nice darkish environment, but not too dark. I mean dark enough so you are able to see. And this is too dark, this is pitch black. But we have nice catwalks where we can add fluorescent lights. We get frame drops when fighting with the enemies. But yeah, it's gonna be better in when we actually make a build. It's gonna run way better. Yay! It's looking awesome. Let's continue with the fluorescent lights. Let's look for, we got flickering lights and we got non-flickering lights. So we have our fluorescent light. And this is the flickering, this is non-flickering. And now we're gonna, where did that light go? Okay. That oh yeah, yeah. I mean, you can actually lower the settings and stuff, but I think that you will need at least an NVIDIA 2000 to run this on low graphics. What is going on with this light? Why is it jumping around? Okay, come on. Yeah, just put the light in there. Boop, it disappears into nothingness. What's going on here? Okay. Yep, just stay there. Boom, disappears. Why is that happening? Wow, that's very funky. Just stay there. Boom, disappears. Jesus, okay. Okay, that's funny. Just stay there. Okay, we're gonna try something different. That's very funny. Is it me or it just got unloaded? Oh nope, it's right here. What is going on? It recognizes us as part of the research facility, so let's push that out of the data layer. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't knew that. This was originally created inside that data layer, so every other instance that I put after is gonna keep being placed inside that data layer. That's new. That's new. Didn't know that. Okay, we got our light. That's good. If you can turn off ray tracing, then you could play it on a lower end GPU. Yeah, the problem with this project is that I'm going crazy with geometry, and ray tracing and nanite, they work together, and if I turn ray tracing off, performance goes very bad, which is kind of interesting. I was thinking, well, maybe if I turn ray tracing off and lumen off, it's gonna like be nicer, but it just doesn't. It's kind of interesting. And also, I believe megalights also work with NVIDIA. So I think it's like, yeah, we are unfortunately. And to be very honest, like if you don't play this at high settings, it's just gonna look bad. It's not gonna have that super powerful effect. So it's one of those games that unfortunately it's kind of like it's gonna be a GPU heater. GPU heater walking simulator. Are there good jobs opportunities in these days? Well, yeah, it's you know, being a 3D artist is always a very unstable career. It's a very unstable career, to be honest. But like one friend said, like it's all about your skills, experience, and connections. So and luck. You need to be lucky for sure. Sometimes I think like about that. I've been very lucky with my career. Okay, cool. Now we're gonna add a bunch of lights. But the short answer is, yeah, there are good opportunities. There is There is very well paid jobs in this field, but it's very crowded and it's very unstable. So again, we are having this invisible light. Come on, what's going on? Oh. I don't understand. It's not in this data layer. It's not on any other data layer. Do I need to pin it? I don't understand why I cannot see the light. Oh, wait, I think I messed up. I left the light mesh in there. Yeah, that makes sense. Oops. That's something that annoys me a little bit about blueprints. You're always selecting stuff that you shouldn't. Okay, in that case, we're just gonna delete that one and push this one here. It's going to disappear, and we're gonna bring it back right there, pushing it out from the data layer. Okay, that makes more sense. Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm moving the wrong thing. Jesus. I want the parent. There you go. Yeah, when it comes to 3D art, like I'm in a very privileged moment of my life where I have like enough savings so I can like do it as a hobby and work on my own projects. But I think that I love how this looks. This is so nice. And then we can have some cool cables on top and stuff. More cables, more pipes, more VFX. So I'm in a very privileged spot where I can like just sit down in my room and do this because I have savings from my previous job and build something of my own. But I want to get to a point that like this is my actual dream. Like I want to be able to support myself independently. I know it's possible. I know people who's doing that. And again, you need to be very good at what you're doing, and you need to be very passionate, and you need to work very hard, and you need to be very lucky. But it's possible to get to that point where you support yourself with your own stuff. And that's how I see 3D. Jesus, oh my God. Okay. Okay, that was again. I'm grabbing this from the wrong asset. So yeah. I think the way to go as a 3D artist or is just to go independent. Like make a small horror game, make 3D assets to put in the store, work as a freelancer. There's nothing nicer than going to the office from 9 to 5, and I'm starting to, this is bugging me out a little bit, this blueprint stuff. Jesus, that's why I don't like blueprints when it comes to static meshes and stuff. There's nothing nicer than going to the office, right? I use Maya, I know some ZBrush, I know a little bit of Blender, Substance Painter, but now we are using Unreal Engine 5. This is the this is the coolest program ever. And I want to see how are we going to place these lamps. I want to see if I can find something interesting. So we have one space, maybe we can have another space empty, and this one starts right here, something like that. I think we could probably spread them out a little bit more. I'm mostly at home with comp because I am in the wheelchair. I hope it won't bother you to be friend of me. You said to create TE Dort Patrick, known by his nickname Kara Dord, was a Serbian revolutionary leader who led the fight against Ottoman Empire. Yeah, I think you sent that message a while ago. That's very cool. That's very cool. Actually, my first 3D job was in a indie studio doing a blockout for a Serbian Moldovan director. So it was very cool. Really like that project. Hopefully, we will get to see more of it. It's been in development for a couple of years. Big project. Let's leave this space empty and go to the next one. Kind of want to make sense a little bit of where the lights are going to be, kind of like hanging from. This is so strange. Like, I move it, it's invisible. I go Control C, now it appears. Okay, well, that's how it's going to be. And I believe we should probably copy this rotation, which is 0. Oh, because it's parented to the... it's 252 on C. Oh, actually very well. It was actually very nice. Okay, Control C, and then we push it again. Okay, well, that's new. We're gonna go and leave one space empty, and we're gonna go into the next one right there. Yeah, I'm creating a super cool sci-fi environment that is gonna be very hard to optimize. Stop to watch the stream because I saw how smoothly Unreal is running in your viewport. It lags a lot on my system. That doesn't issues running other software. Yeah, on Unreal, it can be very laggy for sure. can be very laggy. I have a good computer, and I believe that's why it runs well in here, but it's because I'm also using a lot of data layers and world partition, so I'm kind of like loading only what I need, and I'm trying to make the computer breathe and trying to save as much memory as possible to so it is able to actually kind of like be as smooth as possible. Have you ever used Unity? By the way, the lighting now looks way better. I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate it. Lighting is gonna be tough. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna take a lot of effort to get this to a good lighting, to a decent lighting. But let's see how it goes. And yes, I've used Unity. I've used it once. I was doing a job, like an art test for a job I applied, an environment art job. It was like a world builder job, and I didn't got the job, but I actually got a freelance from that artist because I recorded the process and I put it on YouTube. And somebody came and he was like, "Hey, I really like that. Do you wanna build an environment for me?" I got this bunch of Cinti assets, and then I got a gig from that. And to be honest, it was painful to use Unity. Like, it was just pain. I'm not a fan of Unity by any chance. It was crazy painful to use Unity. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say. For an artist, it is just not very friendly. Maybe for coders, it's a little bit nicer and stuff, but oof, yeah, just getting to render a nice camera transition, a nice camera sequence. It was like, go get this plugin. No, this plugin is not available for this version of Unity, but it is for that. And then you have like 1,000 versions of Unity. You have like 2 types of renderers. It's just such a mess. Like, Jesus Christ. I was like, dude, no, thank you. The UI looks like not very beautiful, and it's just not very friendly. And it was a struggle to just get decent lighting. In Unreal, it's like Windows, environment light mixer, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clicks, you got lighting. Control L, you move the sun, looks beautiful. Done. In Unity was like hours of tutorials just to get like decent lighting, and it just looked, not so sweet. Obviously, if you know what you're doing, you can make it look very beautiful. But I mean, there's nothing nicer than Unreal. In my opinion, it's just very friendly for artists. Like, you see, like you go to a light and it just explains you what things do. Like, you see, you have this little explanation, it tells you what things do, and it actually does what it's meant to do. It's just very friendly. There are like a lot of tutorials, a nice community, and a bunch of YouTube channels and forums, and it's just very nice. I love Unreal. You create Caradord. I was like, karaoke. Unity 6 is some way better than the older versions, and yeah, I have struggled with lighting in Unity, and I had issues after hours of working in lighting. Yeah, I mean, I believe that you can absolutely get something very, very nice in Unity. In any game engine, you can make Godot look absolutely beautiful, you can make Unity look absolutely beautiful, and it's just another tool, right? It's just that I don't know how to use that tool. That's why my experience was not so sweet. And I'm also just learning Unreal. I'm not an expert by any means, but it's just way more intuitive for me. I just feel way more comfortable in Unreal. Okay, now we're mixing a little bit of like warm light with cold light. So we need to decide if you want to make it cold or warm. Oh my god, this is looking crazy. Yes, I'm getting to that level of detail that I wanted, which is the Forever Winter level of detail, like just crazy amount of detail. Something that you look at and it's like, how is my computer not burning right now? Actually, my computer is outside the room because it gets too hot in daytime, so I keep it outside, which is kind of dusty, but I kind of like try to blow it up with the vacuum cleaner. But at night it gets very cold and it's super awesome for the computer. Well, very cold. I live in Costa Rica, right? It's like it gets like maybe 22 degrees, maybe 20 degrees Celsius, which is very, very nice. But these days it's been very windy. I think I'm gonna make these creatures. I have light right in my eyes. That's the issue. I need to kind of like block this. Yeah. Window from the other side. I think I'm gonna change rooms and I'm going to go to another room and kind of like set up my streaming station in there. It's just that that room is it's like a storage room in my house and it's filled with a bunch of things, so it's gonna take me a lot of effort to clean that room up and bring it here. Also, I will need to get another UPS, so if the light goes off, the internet doesn't reset. And this UPS that I have here, I need to keep it right next to the computer. I do have another one, but it's in another place. I might bring it here. Okay, nice. I love these little lights. What we're gonna do is the same little trick that I was doing before. We are going to copy this little cube right here, the magic little cube. We're gonna copy that thing and we're gonna push it to the same height that we have these lights on. Oh wow, that looks crazy. I might even have it like that. Let's see. Jesus, that's kind of cool. This is crazy. Location. Let's copy the height. Wow, I really like how this is looking. Oh, there we go. That's the height number. Height right here. Rotation 0. I mean, the rotation, we can actually try to copy the rotation from this parent, which is 252, to align this box with this line of lights. Boop. And then we're gonna name this center Fluorescent light pivot 1, or just pivot like that. And I'm totally sure that I misspelled fluorescent light. Yep, it's fluorescent. Okay. I missed a couple of letters there. Okay, so let's get all the lights parented to that thing. So we can align them a little bit sweeter and duplicate them and push them all over the place. So we're gonna go here and go right click, attach to, and we copy center fluorescent light pivot, boop, and then we paste that name again. We find the parent, right there, and then we can simply rotate that until we find the sweet spot without snapping. Right there. Okay, it's not super perfect. Oh crap. I think I'm just gonna leave it where it was. Yeah, and then we can just move it a little bit. Okay, we can probably get some cables that connect these fluorescent lights and push them around, but yeah, because if I copy this to the other side, it's gonna be a lot of work. So let's just get it here right now. It's when you're working with modules that you're gonna be copying and pasting, try to get them as good as possible before copying, because then you will need to do a lot of work to get that in other places. So cables, static mesh. I got some very cool cables that I want to use that I haven't used too much. Tiny little cables. Oh yeah, I think this, maybe these. Let's see, let's find something cool. And we have a lot of variations of the cable. Oh wow, this is nice. So we can change them up a little bit. Let's see if we can figure out how to place those cables. Okay, we need to align this to the rotation of the parent, which is again 252.808 on C, boop, and this we will try to align it to here. Like, this is not how fluorescent lights are connected to a cable. They usually get electricity from the top, but let's make it they couldn't hire like the best electrician, so this guy just ran the cables through here. Okay. Now we can try to... We don't want to make the details too small because it's not gonna be visible. You need to keep some kind of scale, because if not, it's not worth it to have those details. This is what I want. I want to connect this thing somewhere here, there, and push it into this other one like this. Kind of works. Yes, and it gives me a lot of detail there. Now we can just push this here, and then after we have all the cables placed super nicely, we can change the static mesh for other cables. Okay, actually this one will need to go back a little bit like this, and then we can change the static meshes so we can get more variation, so not all the cables look the same and we have some cool variation. So the idea when you're making like big environments is to just make a bunch of prefabs, very detailed prefabs, and parent them to one single mesh, copy them, move them around, and then modify them, give them more variation. I think that's probably the nicest workflow I found so far. You can also use level instances, but I'm kind of staying away from level instances. I need to learn how to use them properly. I messed up my other project because of using too many level instances. Not really because of level instances, but because of world partition and level instances. I messed up my world partition layer somehow, and that just got very messy. But definitely there's a way to do that. Just haven't learned how. What do you think about adding very little fog with few flicker or dust? I think that can spice things up. Oh yeah, I love dust particles and flickering lights and fog for sure. That's definitely coming up. I do have some very cool fog. We have multiple ways of adding fog. We have local fog volumes that are your typical Real Engine default kind of like local fog. Then we have the ultra volumetrics, which is kind of nice. I kind of want to use that one and see how it looks. And then we have just Niagara particles, where if we want to add fog in very specific areas. And then we have your typical height fog, but that's not something I want to use because it's not very localized. It kind of like affects the whole scene and you don't have much art direction over it. But I believe ultra volumetrics is gonna get the job done with the help of some Niagara particles. Okay, let's try to switch this up. Maybe this one? Okay, that's not the one. I think that not all of them are going to be. Unfortunately not. I thought they had the same length. Maybe this one? Okay, yeah. Not all of them have the same length. Oof, that's gonna be tough to get. Another way we can add a little variation is to flip them, but you know what, let's keep pushing. This is a tiny little details that I can do later. Wanna get the feel for the whole thing. We're going to right click attach to. Oops. fluorescent. I don't know how to spell that. Attached to fluorescent. Center pivot. Nice. Fluorescent center pivot. Sweet. Okay, now we're gonna do this. We're gonna simply right click, select all descendants. Select immediate children. Control C, Control V. Select the pivot point, and now we can just simply come here and be like, whoop, without snapping. Okay, these blueprints are messing with me big time. Okay, so this is how it's going to be. We're gonna select all of them. Are you serious? What's going on? Do I need to pin them or something? It's like world partition playing games, I think. Okay, let me just double check if it is some like editor funkiness. I believe they should be there in playtime. Let's see. Yes, they are in there. Just world partition, data layer funkiness. Maybe the level is getting too heavy and Unreal is like, let's just unload that because you are not going to be able to load it. Yeah, the lights are there. I love when world partition just hides things and doesn't allow me to pin them. And there's probably a way to fix this, but I don't know how. So yeah, let's try to just get them in the center by going to the end and trying to align this a little better. Very snappy. So we're gonna go to the X C rotation. Up. I think that's a little better. 179. No. 180.1. 179.9. Jesus, that's very. 180.05. That's good. Okay. And I guess we will need to keep aligning those things like that. Okay, at least we got the cables to see what's going on. Select all immediate children, Control C, Control V, get the parent, which is pivot number 3, and let's go to the end of the bridge. Right there, rotation. I can probably copy this rotation from the other parent, to be honest, instead of just playing with these numbers. Yep. Oh, okay, it does like to, you see how funky this is? I move it, I go Control C, and it appears. Welcome to world partition funkiness. It's okay, it's a super powerful tool. .9. Okay, that's kinda. Oh, I was like, where is that going on? Okay. Nice, meaning that if I want this other one to appear, oh, it already appeared. Okay, yeah, just say Control C. It's the magic thing. Select immediate children. Right there. Boop. We're gonna go Control C, Control V. Boop. Pivot number 4. Push that thing. Control C. Push that thing, and then things appear. Okay, I think I learned how to debug this. And that was almost perfect. Okay, good enough. Let's go with the next one. Pivot point number 5. Rotate. That's awesome. 72.9. Control C. The lights appear. 0.5. Wait. 0.5. That's kind of good. Let's go with the next one. Select immediate children. Control C, Control V. Pivot number 6. Let's push it. Kind of good. Good enough. We're gonna get select immediate children, just copy that, push that somewhere around here. That's kind of good. You're gonna go here, select immediate children, Control C, Control V, get the parent. Maybe 4, kind of like this. What do you think about? Okay, I read that one. Select immediate children. Let's go 9. Okay, one more and we are done with this. And we are done. Nice. Let's see how this looks. Nice. Oh, Ninja is writing on the other chat. Sorry, Ninja. Meshes in lag editor, but for some reason doesn't when you have cube attach. No, I mean you did. I know, trying to drag all those meshes in lag the editor bad. For some reason it doesn't when you have the cube attached. I think that's an old message. Oh my god. Messing up big time today. Yeah, my parents are from Ukraine. That's why I look like blonde and stuff. But I was born here in Costa Rica. And we are having some funkiness with these lights. Okay, that looks very cool. So yeah, I was born here in Costa Rica. Super Nice place. Okay, we have some funkiness here. That's the light distance. I forgot how to call that thing. Let's see how can we fix that thing. This is super dark for now, but getting there little by little. No, it's not my first language. My first language it's Spanish. Give me a second. Hola, buenas. Oh, sorry guys. Oh, I just got a call from the bank. Oh my god. Do, do, do. Oh no, the character got hungry. I know, dehydrated. Forgot this is a survival template. Hey, I'm sorry, I just got a phone call. So, okay, let's see. Okay, well, I think that's it. Okay. What happened to the music? Nice. The stream, the Twitch stream is working pretty nice. It was the bitrate. Yeah, that's awesome. Wow, this looks crazy. Getting 30 frames per second. It's too bright. We're gonna add some flickering lights. Oh my god, okay. Dropping to 10. No, I don't. This room is gonna be very hard to get optimized. Oh, there's actually a wall going in here. Oh, I see. What is this wall about? Oh, okay. So this wall right here, I think that we could probably come here, make a copy of that, replace this thing right there, go to modeling, not boolean, just model poly edit, and then just push it a little bit. In here. A little more. Okay, I think that kind of works. Maybe a little bit more. Oh, the cylinder doesn't touch the ceiling. Huh. Okay. Oh, it does, it does. It just needs to. I think that's good. Nice, now we can have this area. Okay, boop, 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 boop. Oops. Okay, oh, it's 4 p.m. Wow. That's the problem with waking up late. The day just goes super quickly. Definitely, thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate you being here. Go have some rest. Thank you for hanging out. I will probably end the stream soon and go have some food. Okay, oh, we got this intersection here. Oh, we need to move those back a little. Wow, but it's coming together. This is crazy detailed. And and there's so much more to add. Yeah. Oh my god, this is gonna be such a challenge. Can't believe how is this running at almost 30. I think it's the items that drop. They cause some frame drops, the spawning of this item. Okay. Oh, I think it's time to have some food. Take a little break. This thing here, maybe we can push it back a little. That's kind of cool. Okay, I found myself a optimization challenge. For sure. That looks kind of cool. Reminds me of a pizza slice. Getting hungry now. And yeah, I think I probably gonna cook something because I don't have anything pre-made. That looks kind of cool. Wow, this is looking dope. Okay. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Take care, everybody.